Hey, everybody, welcome back to Three Fat Truckers. This is your old buddy Dave. Today, we're going to be talking about people that seem to can't keep their speeds down in Indiana. So let's get after it.
Well, you can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. If you listen to us on Spotify and Apple, go ahead and stop and give us a review and like and subscribe on there. Also, go like and subscribe on YouTube. That's just another way you can consume the content. You can see the sea. But yeah, it really
See
helps
this
us
shit
out.
show?
If you want to email the show, email address is show@3ftpodcast.org. You can hit us up on the socials. We're everywhere. We're on Facebook mostly. Facebook is probably the best way to interact with us because that's we get notified right away when something goes on there. So yeah, look us up. But we are everywhere. Dave even makes TikToks. So if you see some of the
You
TikToks
with one of the
he
young
makes,
kids.
yeah, if you want to.
the ticky tack.
If you're on that bandwagon, which a lot of people are, go ahead and let us know what you think about that.
We do get lots of comments. Boy, thank you guys for lots of comments on her. And keep it up. We're doing good. And also, it's funny, we never talk about this, but you can also go to 3ftpodcast.org, go right to our old website, and knock the dust off of it and post something on there for us.
Well, I've disabled comments on there because it was a bit of a crapshoot, and not many people were using that anyway. But yeah, he's right. We do have a website. You can actually listen
funny
and watch.
I'm reading it right there on the back. I'm like, oh, I forgot all about that.
3ftpodcast.org. That's all you need to know.
Right.
And if you can't remember that, 3fattruckers.com, I think will will also revolve to that, or what am I thinking? Resolve to that.
And hey, everybody, we're doing coffee show.
This is Steve. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week. Oh wait, we better just do the show, I guess.
Yeah, we got a little bit to do here today.
I guess we can say good morning with coffee with Bob, since he throw him a little.
Hey, Bob, you and the wife. Hey, good morning.
We're drinking our coffee.
Good morning.
I always like it when he starts it off. You know what? And he gets real serious, and when he starts to say something, it's just full of shit.
Dave, it looks like you're on location this time.
I am. I got a new background. It's called Kenworth. Yeah, I am actually on the road.
Backgrounds, today. I think like $100,000 or something.
Ooh, yeah,
I give $10 on Amazon for mine.
I am actually on the road this week. I went out to where the hell did I go? Oh, I went out to Salt Lake City. Yeah, and
did you
I'm on my way
lick
down
some
to
salt while you was out there?
I did. I was way out. This place I picked up was probably 40 miles out in the middle of out by the Salt Lake in the middle of nowhere.
The flats.
Nowhere. Yes, just.
Did you see any cars racing out there?
No, that you got to go all the way across to the other side of the state to the Bonneville Salt Flats.
Yep.
It was actually, I thought it was kind of cool. Sad because the company I hauled out of went under, and we're hauling scrap out of there, taking it down to a foundry. But it's been a good week. I've had a good week. Weather. So since I wasn't allowed to say it to Bill this week, I got stuck in that S shit that we're not supposed to be talking about the second week of May.
You so much as fart sideways and say that word, we're done.
What word is it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it starts with an S.
It was that video I sent.
What now? I'm lost here.
He drove in he got some pretty serious snow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The snow. Yeah.
200 miles at 40 mile an hour is a long damn day. But
well, you were lucky it was 40 and not 5.
Well,
that'll burn a log up really freaking quick. I'll tell you right now.
It was. They got 18 inches of snow up there on the summit there between Laramie and that big hill there, and they
Yeah.
come right through that. And
Well, I can remember driving and your damn bumpers fucking snow plowing.
yeah,
That ain't no fun
they
either.
were out plowing, salting. This
Was
truck
they?
looks like January in Indiana. It's
Well,
got salt. It's brown all
they
down
know
the
what they're gonna
side.
get, but they know what they're gonna get out there, you know, and that it's gonna be a pop up on them all the time, and they are
Oh,
prepared for it usually.
I come back. The roads were great, but there was still snow all over the ground. So,
Was
but
there?
they're on the ball. I was gonna say probably I seen probably 6 snowplows crossing through there, and it went basically from Cheyenne almost to the Utah line before I got out of the snow. So most of
Well,
Wyoming
as
was.
you can see, I'm on location too, and I'm not at Dave's house. I made it
Yeah,
back
we're
home
all
for
on
the
the
weekend,
move.
and I'm in my own studio. So yeah, for those that can see the video, I guess we're doing a little recording today. So,
I can't see my microwave. You're not at my house.
well, I told you I was surprised I didn't see your dirty underwear hanging up there behind you on the damn bunk.
They're in the bag, ready to go in and do a laundry. We're going to do a laundry run today.
Well, me and Bill did point out that we do see, even though you're calling it your cleaning supply bucket, we know what that bucket's used for. Don't you
Well,
lie
that's
to
why I
us.
kept that bucket. You never get rid of a bucket when you got
That's
a
a
bucket
shorty,
in
like
the
a
truck.
2.5 gallon, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to squat down
Yeah.
on that one.
No, you
That's
set it
okay.
on the bunk if you got tall legs. You guys are both short, though.
Shut up.
You know, there's got to be a word for people that are abnormal and say everybody else is abnormal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You short little troll.
Hey, we're short fat fuckers. You're tall fat fuckers. Excuse my language. We didn't mean to cuss on here. We're trying
Oh.
to be respectable these days, boys.
We're trying to
girls.
clean her up, are we?
Again,
Really.
Have you seen any things old Charlie the trucker's been putting out this last week, Dave?
A little bit of it. I haven't caught a lot of
He
it. I
must
know
be. He
wasn't
was
happy.
on in a
He was hauling
house
salt
or
for a while.
hotel or something, showing pictures out the window,
Oh.
patio. I don't know. It was weird. I didn't see his truck at all, so he must not be on the road.
The ones I seen him showing out the windows was when he was down at Matt's at the hotel, but that's the only one I seen. So they may be older ones because the
Yeah.
algorithms like feeding. I'm learning about algorithms. Algorithms suck. They literally do.
Well, you gotta
You
steer
gotta
them in the
play their
direction you
game.
want them
You
to
gotta
go.
play their game. So
I'm not
Either
used to
gotta-
thinking about it. I just get on there and watch stuff, and then
Well, I'm trying to figure out why I keep getting all these videos for penis stuff for
well,
dick hard pills.
Well,
maybe it
Googling
knows you
it.
better
You know
than you do.
Well, so, I guess I just stick my thumb up my ass, make it poke out. I'm all set.
See, the problem is, I think the algorithm is more based on what it hears you talk about when you're not on there.
Well, you know that it listens to you.
Oh
and
yeah, I
watch
won't
the
deny it
videos
now. I used to
before.
deny it, but I
Well, I
won't
watch
anymore.
me and Bill-
videos
Me and Bill
on,
were talking 2 weeks ago about some product.
Oh
and
yeah,
10
it'll
minutes
pop
later, he
up in
called
your
me
feed.
back and says, I just got an ad for this.
Well, I used to test it. I used to get on there and say, I wondered if I could get me a blanket that's purple and white polka dots with pink fringe, and I swear
It's
to
like
God,
a freaking
you
genie
get
in
an
your
ad
pocket.
for that exact same thing. That's
Yeah,
remotely odd. But no, there was a video I seen on YouTube where they go in there. Oh, if you're tired of Google listening to you or whatever, this is what you need to do, and it tells you how to go in and shut all this shit off in your phone, so that it's
Mhm.
not supposed to. Well, by the time you go in there and shut all that shit off, your phone don't
Your
work.
phone
right.
don't work.
Oh, it works, but it don't work like it normally would. So
There's no
they
way
got
that
you
you can turn
either
it on.
way.
Yeah, they built it this way.
you can't reasonably live nowadays without some sort of intrusion into your privacy.
See,
And
I'm
that-
waiting for somebody to come out with another phone because we have Apple, we have Android, and each one has their own operating system. I'm waiting for somebody to come out with one more, and
There is
fuck it for
others.
everybody.
There's
You know,
others.
just-
There's a couple. There's a couple.
But
of
the
them.
problem is, in the United States, the FCC outright requires closed source firmware on these devices, which means that you've only got room for a couple of players to be able to afford
the truth is, enough people have not been paid off yet for the next
The
line
truth
to
is,
come out.
most people don't give a shit. Most
No, they
people
don't. They
care.
don't.
Just give me
just
my
want
phone so I can get
Yeah.
on all the stuff to look at.
that. I mean, it's exact.
Yeah.
That is 100% the case. They just want to be able to do the stuff. Life is too short.
By the way,
Just-
this is a good algorithm thing. You want to go to Google and look up cat in Batman outfits. Now we'll get a lot of hits on the algorithms. Pick
be
that
careful.
up
My
because
phone is sitting right there. I don't want it to.
Mhm.
you're gonna have
Okay,
cat
here.
and Batman outfits.
All three
Videos.
of us are dads. Okay, your kids are way past the age, Dave. But okay, Bill,
Yeah.
what do you think is an appropriate age for a kid to get a phone?
Well, what I want to say
They need
is,
a phone, not that they want one. What do
Yeah.
you mean? Because the old days it was always, well, I want them to have one just for an emergency in case they need
Why?
to call a ride home or something. But what do you think is the appropriate age for a kid to get a phone nowadays?
well, I want to say it depends on, is your kid involved
child.
in a lot of stuff, and
Well, you held out
Well,
on your last
Well,
one
I
here.
got a granddaughter
Yeah.
that's gonna turn 14. She's 13, and she's already has a phone. Which I'm sorry, not me.
yeah,
But,
Teresa's,
But telling her mom that she needs a new phone and
Yeah,
what
that's
kind,
not
she's
gonna
just
happen.
just snotty about the whole thing, and I'm like, really?
I told
I'm
my
like,
kids, you want a new phone, you go get a job and buy a new phone. Until then, you're going to get the hand-me-downs.
I wouldn't give a kid a phone till they're at least 15 or 16. I'm sorry, but that's me.
Well, Australia just made it illegal. You can't use social networking if you're under 16. 16 and under, no social networking. Now,
Well,
I
they're
don't
all-
Apparently, a
understand.
lot of kids that age are not using social media anyway.
Everybody in Australia is already down under. So they're already ahead of the game there, Dave.
Yeah. So, and then the one I got, the law that I just got overseas, Britain just passed the law. Anybody born now and 16 and under can never buy cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to push for that here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anybody born from 2009 can never buy cigarettes ever. That's
Well,
illegal.
since we've been talking to Mark, you're into all the overseas across the pond news, ain't we?
Oh, he sends me stuff and it's crazy.
And
I know
if you
Bill's
don't know,
got some guys
we're
on his
talking
other
about our
pod.
buddy we met at Matt's from Great Britain, Mark Wells. We had him on the show here. Oh, I think it was the last show or something.
I wasn't there.
Real good guy and stuff. And he's a coil hauler over there in Great Britain, and it has the belly trailers with the humps in them to hold the coils down in and everything. And he sends us videos and stuff all the time.
Do they still chain them down? Or
He threw one strap over him is all he did.
Strap over them, yeah.
What the fuck is that going to do?
They're all locked in, and they're down on them wells. I mean, they are not going nowhere.
So
unless he
Bill,
turns a corner at 80, I mean,
that'd be about it.
So, Bill, the other guys on your podcast is from over the pond there. What did they say about that smoking law?
Nobody mentions it because if you ain't in that kind of culture, then it really, you don't really. It doesn't affect.
Well, one of them's a doctor. I mean,
yeah.
I figured, yeah, and I understand what they're trying to do, but I listened to Bill Maher's talk about it on a short 2 weeks ago, I think it was. He had somebody from England on there and goes, "You're an adult. Why are you taking away rights from people that are adults?" The whole drinking back in the 20s went away, and that didn't work out so well for everybody.
Well, the bigger difference between doing something like that in England and doing something like that is you don't have like entire regions depending on that as a crop in England the way you do here. And I'm not sure if that's so much the case that it used to be.
I was going to say they pretty much closed our tobacco. That used to be the. Yeah, you found the golf button.
I've been using it a couple times a day already.
We're trying to be more professional and not such dickhead truck drivers like normal.
Is like, God dang, you blew my eardrums out.
Yeah.
So, how was your week, Bill? What did you do this week?
Oh, it was. Started off doing in Pittsburgh, Allegheny over in Pittsburgh, came back, ran down to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, back.
Muscle Shoals.
Yeah. And
Did
then
you get
out
you
to,
some crawfish stew down there?
boy, I tell you what. Then I went back out to Allegheny again and strolled. I mean, I didn't even have time to get my bags out of the truck. I jumped in the pickup truck, came home, and then we went out to the Coliseum for my son's college graduation.
Oh yeah, we were talking to you right when you pulled up, set the brakes, gotta go, and you were gone.
Yeah,
So,
it was. Well, we got there just to find out that we were like an hour early.
So
the
you
information.
did have time to drop that trailer for Kenny.
Yeah.
And-
I feel bad about that,
Yeah.
but
he can go do it today. I'll swing by there today, Kenny. Here,
Uh,
get my laundry and my food and my clothes and drop your trailer.
I'm
Well,
gonna go have to
those
get him a case of beer or something like that. He's because I feel bad just to find out that we
For
weren't
Anybody
that
we're talking
impressed.
about, Kenny is our service guy and he services our truck. So he always wants us, most of us stay with the same trailer. So sometimes he'll like, hey, drop your trailer so I don't have to piss with it and he can go in and service the truck. So we got to be nice to him now and then because he can grease our steering wheel or our door handles and he hasn't done it yet, but he could.
no, the best thing you do, and we've done this before. When I worked down at Same Day, we had a mechanic that worked for Kirk National, and he thought it was funny. He yuck all the time to grease your door handles, or just to screw with you.
Yep.
And I brought in 3 bluegill that I caught out of the pond.
Oh
and put them
boy.
behind the seat of his truck.
Uh,
He couldn't find what the smell was. It was June. It got to be July. And by that time they had already dried up, but that truck had a stench to it.
we did a similar thing to a guy. They hired this kid a long time ago. Long time ago.
Everything's a long time ago for us.
Yeah,
Bill.
this was a long time ago because I was barely 24.
Back in the day.
Yeah, this kid, they hired this kid, and from day one, he just started snitching on people left and right for every little thing.
Oh, there are some people at Riley like that when I started.
Yeah, well, so we took a bottle of baby formula, and got into his dashboard and stuck it way back into the wires to where it was kind of buried. Because if you've ever pulled your dashboard apart, especially in those days with the Kenworths that had the separate panel that kind of came out as an angle, it was a soup of wires back in there. And we stuck that baby bottle, and it took about 3 or 4 days, but then the smell just started propagating in there, worse and worse and worse and worse. And I told the guy, I told our breakdown guy, I said, don't give him another truck. I said, you got to be in on this with us. You can't give him another truck, no matter what he says. Fucking dude ended up quitting.
Well, you can do the same thing. All you do is take raw chicken skin and throw some of that underneath somebody's seat. That smells like a dead body after so long.
Yeah.
And you got crackling when you're done.
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, it'll be nasty.
Come on, we're fat guys. You got to think about the food factor of this.
we apparently we eat anything.
Well, Bill ain't eating crackling. He ain't got no teeth, and I don't like eating it either because it'll break your teeth. That shit's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, I don't care much for the real hard stuff. I do like a
Oh, I do. Bourbon, whiskey. Oh, no, we're not that kind of hard stuff. Okay.
That is too funny. So,
well, it looks like where I'm at today, I might have a day with no friggin' rain.
Really?
God.
So what'd you do this week?
Played in the rain all effing week.
Bill. Steve?
Played in the rain all week. It seemed like I got wet everywhere I went, or it was just... Had to have a guy had a welder come out and had to do some welding on my trailer. I had a few welds cracked and broke that I found when I put a toolbox on my trailer. And I was like, "Oh, here goes more money, more money, more money." It's the life of an owner. Oh yeah, he did. Yep. And I can't remember the name of the shop. I was going to plug him a little bit, but
Well, that's what I'm getting ready to do. That's why
Well,
I'm
there you go.
letting you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to.
Dave had a little breakdown this week too, and I just think it's something with the Kenworths. You and Bill both had problems with the fittings or how the factory ran shit, breaking or for your
Yeah, mine
heater
was the
hoses
heater.
Well,
and
they're
Mine was
plastic. The
block.
parts that go right into the block are freaking
It
plastic.
used to be always brass.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
the replacement is brass, but
yeah,
I
they're
don't
going
know.
cheaper and cheaper, I think. But tell us what happened, Dave.
Well, I was coming across beautiful state of Wyoming in the middle of nowhere, and then I hear beep, 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 and the old water low sensor lights on. I'm like, well, that temperature's not climbing. It's just low for some reason. These Cumminses seem to drink a little antifreeze every month. So I stop, and as soon as I go to open hood to top it off on one of those off ramps where there's nothing at the bottom of the off ramp but a dead end road with a gate on each side, and that's it. And so I fill the tank back up, and then I see it, and it's dripping right out, right below the fender or my foot there, coming out, and it's the water line going to the sleeper. So, but I could see it spraying right there by the hose clamp. Well, I got online and I seen there was a truck service place 45 miles up the road. I can fill that up. I can make that. That's not leaking bad. And I fill it up and I boogie all the way down there and I get there and run inside and said, hey, simple fix. Just cut the hose, slide it ahead, put the clamp on. I'm out of your hair. Yeah, it'll be about an hour and a half, 2 hours. The guys are pretty busy. They're putting the drive line back in. I said, all right, I'll wait. So I could have went across the street to the Loves, but if I went to the Loves, I know a lot of people love the Loves, but I don't have good luck with service there. They always
I
No,
won't
no,
go
I
there for
haven't
anything
either.
except a tire.
Well, I had
and
to.
even a tire, they'll
Well, I had a
Oh.
Love's try and air a tire up, and they didn't know how to do it. So
Oh.
he kept getting his lips stuck on
that's
the
why
stem.
that's why that's why you go to the Flying J and do it yourself because they have them hanging at the pump at least at the fuel island.
You know how many
So
places
I
I
go in
found
there.
air hoses this week, and there was no air chuck in them.
That's
I'm
why
gonna
you
I'm
carry
gonna
an
put
air
one in my
chuck.
truck. I'm gonna carry one. Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
else? This happened to anybody else? You pull into one of them places, and you hear them things pissing air, and you end up walking around your truck because you can't tell where that sound's coming from. You walk around your truck 4 times thinking that you're leaking
Got
air somewhere.
one.
I can't be the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one.
No, no.
Yeah.
Where the hell did I get an air leak? What the hell's going on here? I
You
got to
can't
cross the scale here.
find it. Well, now it sounds like it's coming from over there. Now it sounds like it's coming from over here. And then I see the reel hanging on the side of the post. I'm like, Jesus, come on.
So they got
So
you
I,
after 2 hours, did they?
yeah, I get over there and the place is, oh, where did it go here? I'm going to screw it up.
Oh, you rode her down,
No,
did
you
you?
won't.
Sutter.
Wham Sutter.
Wham Sutter. Okay.
Yeah.
And they were awesome people. I mean, they got me in. I go, I need to drop my trailer. Not just pull it through the drive-through. I can get it. And it's kind of like our shop atmosphere, just pull it up here. And he found it. And so he says, he cut it, took it apart, and found out that the hose was bad. And we ended up having to change, I don't know, probably 3 foot of it because it got so soft and was splitting on the inside. It's that blue hose with the red on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
The red was splitting all up through the hose.
Do they make a hose that's 2,000 degree proof? Because if it's running where the
Well,
region shit is,
yeah,
it's
that's what
called
he
a
said.
black pipe.
well, you think they'd put some type of heat shield between that and
well,
the regen
it
shit.
had the frame between it, the regen, the frame, and then the hose was bolted on the inside next to the turbo and the engine, So no matter where you put it, it's going to be hot there. But they got me in and out in probably about an hour and a half because they had to redo it like 3 times because we kept finding bad hose. They were, excuse me, I don't have a button here. They were super nice guys, and I got to give a shout out. Let's see here if I can remember their names here. Angela was the lady up front. She was funny because I told her about 3 fat truckers, and she told me her son listens to us. I don't know how he found this or
We're
whatever.
stretching out people like that one lady who was a school teacher, had kids listening. that one kid there's in Wyoming. Hey,
And then the guy that worked on me is the tow truck driver, and his name was Blaine, and he was super funny guy. And then Stevens was I guess you'd call him the general manager and the head mechanic. Now he's got size 15 feet because I was making fun of him because he had to put a bucket up, and they drove my truck under a block because you can't get under them stupid Kenworths with all the ground effects under. But he's got these huge feet, and it was funny. These guys these guys are outstanding. They do great. They do a lot of car work. I mean, there's nothing around there. You got 40, 50, 60 miles before any other
middle
place.
of nowhere.
Yeah, and they are super cool people. And the funny part about it, after being there an hour and a half waiting, and the 2.5 hours I was in the shop, the bill was $200. That's all they charged me, $200 to put a hose on with new clamps. They had to make a little piece so they could hook up to the old hose. $200, 47 in parts and 150 some labor and tax. I could not believe it
because you had to get fixed. It could have been.
Yeah. And that's usually what it is. It's $1,200.
Well, hey, why don't we take a break? Come back and get into it a little bit more. What do you think?
The Three Fat Truckers Podcast.
I can't believe you at least didn't get that on screen.
Oh, man.
Super.
So Dave's out in the middle of Wyoming, broke down, and this company is more than willing to help him out and not charge him an arm and a leg. There aren't too many companies out there anymore that are, what's the word I'm looking for, Bill? Personable or that ain't out there to gouge a driver. Because I know many times that I had to have a service call on the road or something, and you're like, what do you mean it's
everything's $1,000?
Oh yeah,
everything's $1,000. I mean, you got to call them. It's $1,000.
Yep.
It feels like to me,
that's what it costs for them to answer the phone.
Yeah, it feels like to me in this day and age, it really pays to stand out like that, to be a place that doesn't gouge people. Well, word gets around, might just get talked about on the
may only have 12 people, but I want all 12 of our listeners to know this. If you were out there, stop.
Well,
because
they always say word of mouth is the best advertising.
Yeah,
best money spent.
The guy started it in 1972, and he's been out there, just a little shop. Got a lot of UPS guys do their little switching there in his lot. They had some overnight. I went across the street to the 9-1, and it's a new 9-1, so it's just a convenience store. It ain't even a truck stop.
1-9, you mean?
No, it's 1-9. It's 9-1 for Dave, Bill. Just leave him alone.
Well, the sign has a big 9 on the top, then it says 1 underneath, so it's 1. It's 9.
Just call it what it is. It's a fucking pilot.
Yeah, it's a pilot.
It's a pilot.
They changed Tweedledee to Tweedledum, and
they're trying. They were trying to rebrand to pull some more money into their pocket, kind of deal.
And then they go out and buy all these other truck stops about ready to go out of business, and then call them that, and then they go in and put their best coffee on the highway sign up there in the window, and like it says on the back of their tanker trucks.
Best coffee on the highway. Yeah,
I thought they were just doing that to their crappy ones.
It's like shit.
I thought they were doing that to the crappy ones. That way they can say, "Oh well, it wasn't a pilot." Yeah, it was, dude. You ain't fooling nobody.
Dave told me, he said, "Hey, look up CDL Life, see if we can find a story." And I flipped through a bunch of them real quick, and I found one that just made me giggle when I read the headline here. Since I'm sort of doing the hot shot, so I guess you call it hot shot. I don't know if I actually call it a hot shot or not, but this is by Ashley, our favorite person at CDL Life, published May 5th, 2026. The headline reads, "Hot shot driver nabbed for 99 miles per hour speed violation on Indiana toll road, troopers say." Yeah, you heard that right. 99 miles per hour. This hotshot sort of thought he was a bull rack or something. I don't know.
Damn it, my daggone old chicken haulers. Cluck, cluck,
the
chicken.
Thing is, there's not a whole lot of text here for the story. This is what
need to be. It doesn't need to be.
I'm going to add something to it, though.
Did he have a seat to the floor?
The yuck at the end here, boys. The Indiana State Police, ISP, recently stopped a commercial driver in a pickup for a serious speed violation. On May 4th, boy, she got right on this. She put it out May 5th. This happened May 4th. 2026,
Today's
ISP
what, the 7th?
Trooper McCormick stopped a pickup truck towing a trailer for driving 99 miles per hour on the Indiana toll road. The picture here is a white Dodge Dually 4-door with a gooseneck flatbed, probably 35-footer behind him. It says the pickup driver was cited according to state police. The truck was operating a commercial motor vehicle and also underwent a level 1 commercial motor vehicle inspection. Sergeant Ted Bonner from the Bremen Post said. There is a picture of the state police's radar detector or screen, and he's got it. Well, I guess they're going to let you go 77, Dave, because he's got it set at 77. It says it's locked at 99. This was a tragedy waiting to happen if Trooper McCormick wouldn't have stopped it and cited the driver, Boner said. Keeping our roads safe is a responsibility we all share. Slow down, drive safe, and buckle up. Now, when this trooper walks up to the door to talk to this guy in the hot shot, the trooper says, "Why were you driving so fast?" And the guy in the hot shot says, "Oh, man, I'm running from ice. Trying to get back to Chicago."
Well, yeah, that's awfully fast to be dragging a trailer with little bitty freaking lawnmower tires.
As my dad would say, them little tires are screaming.
Yeah.
But it was bouncing like a basketball behind that son. But any hole he hit, it was catching air. It had to be going that fast.
Yeah,
that is funny.
A toll road is no joke, folks. A lot of people have gotten into some pretty nasty accidents up on that toll road.
Well, it looks like they'll let you run 77 on a toll road, Bill.
Yeah, I bet he's
for his parameters on his gun here.
Yeah, we're going to keep that one in mind because, there's a big old, on CDL Life, there's a big old picture of his radar gun, and he does have it locked in at 77, so...
Well, no, he locked him at 99, but yeah, he had his alarm set for hitting over 77.
Yeah. I wonder if that
is 77. He's going to look up from his phone. At 70, you're safe.
Yeah. You have his
Now, I love our law enforcement out there, but I see them on their phones just as much as I do everybody else. So.
Yeah, all driving down the road, messing with them.
Yeah,
all the things that we hate, about each other and regular four-wheelers on the road. You see them, Johnny Law, doing it all the time.
Steve, you said there was a drone up in Detroit. I wonder if I could get them to deliver. If the drone would deliver sandwiches from Jimmy Dean's or
Jimmy John's. Well, the thing up there was, how the hell do I close this out?
They're patrolling.
It was monitoring 2 truck stops for the parking is what they had 2 drones doing up there. So the only truck stop I remember up there was the Detroiter, and it's changed hands enough times. I'm not sure what company's in
it's
there.
It's a Flying J now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because back in the day, it was a.
Where's it at?
Mom and pop, right on I-75, about the. What is that? 40 or so through there, 36.
I'm not sure.
So you're talking right up there by the Ford stamping plant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bill's right. It is. I know where you're talking about.
Back in the day, it was a mom and pop. Then it was like a Petro or TA. Then it went out because there used to be paid parking, and that was one of them places that had the center island where somebody would sit in it as you pulled in, and they give you a ticket. And then when you left, if you had to show them a fuel receipt, or it cost $5 to park. Kind of deal back, and that's the way it was 80s, 70s, 80s, I think.
Yeah.
And because the 90s it sort of that petered out. There was nobody in that little building anymore.
A lot of these places the building is still there. They just don't use it. But yeah, I remember Detroit. There's other places. The thing is that Detroiter is a good 20 miles out of town, I think. I don't think there's
Yeah,
any
but
it's,
going.
it gets you close, but yeah, because most people like to be right up where you can get up and 2 minutes you're into where you got to deliver, and that one wasn't convenient far as being that far, 20, 30 miles out.
Yeah, but it was safer. It was safer than being in Detroit at the time. Back in the
I don't
day.
know. I don't know. I mean,
Was it out there right where Morris is, or I'm trying to think where 275 cut over? I'm trying to remember
hold
where
on.
exactly it was.
I'll tell you
Newport?
here in a minute.
I don't
People are
remember.
screaming at their.
I know, telling it. Not now they are, but next week they'll be screaming, "Yeah, dumbass, it's right here."
Well, that's the people that's from there too.
Isn't it Granville or I don't know.
It's right here. It's a Flying J now. It is Woodhaven, Michigan.
Woodhaven, okay, yes.
So that is, let's see.
It's funny. I used to run that way
It's
every day for you.
exit 32A off of I-75.
Off of 70.
But
Yeah.
But now it's a like I said, it's a Pilot Flying J, whatever.
I bet
And
you.
they're using.
I bet you there's a billboard right there for a dispensary.
Here's a picture from like the 60s. It's all black and white.
Well, we can throw that up on. And the Ford stamping plant's up there at Rockwood, isn't it? That's where that Rockwood stamping plant is. What I'm thinking of.
Yeah, there's so many stamping plants. I mean, what are they stamping? The floor pans,
the fenders and hoods,
yeah.
Whatever left steel put in cars that they do use.
There isn't steel, remember?
Not a lot.
Magnet on my damn dually and it wouldn't stick to the truck anywhere. It's all aluminum.
My F-150's got a lot of aluminum. So,
well, the bed, the roof, the hood, the fender, magnet wouldn't stick to none of it.
But that's got to be stamped too. So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway,
so I'm over here just outside of Kansas City. I think I should probably go see if anybody's got any good barbecue around here. But I made ribs last weekend and I brought them with me, and I'm having ribs for dinner tonight. So either or, local or my own.
Oh, that's what it was, Bill. It was a Red Ball. It was a 70. Detroiter was a Red Ball, 76. Union 76.
You mean orange ball?
Oh, orange ball, whatever.
Now you got me wondering, did they used to be red and they just got sun faded? Or?
Well, it's black and white, dude. And here, right here, way back in, I think it's the 50s, it was a Pure.
Oh, I remember Pure.
Oh, man, yeah.
Pure
truck stop.
Wow.
To see.
Well, what gives me kicks is I'm crossing Wyoming, and I get to go by the refinery out here, which is a Sinclair, and we don't have many around us anymore. Yeah. But the old dinosaur standing bright out there in the middle of the night, and yet the fuel. There's a truck stop right by it. It's an old mom and pop shop, and I'm thinking, okay, the fuel will be cheap there because they can literally run a pipe across the damn parking lot over the refinery. Nope,
that's not how this works.
Come on, damn it!
They
won't let me share it.
You gotta hit the little. You gotta bring it up.
I got it brought up. It's all locked up for some reason.
Pull the string tighter on the tin cans. You'll get it.
Yeah.
Something.
That's what you get for not being on Starlink.
Sounds like you had an update and then didn't restart or something.
So, the Starlink, you are. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. You are a Starlink user, and a lot of people out here talk about it. And give us your opinion. What do you think? How is that working out for you?
I think it is great.
From your initial cost,
no surprises in the billing whatsoever or anything like that.
It's $50.
How much you get?
What I have is the mini. I got it. I bought it. I didn't buy it from Starlink. I bought it through a company that makes add-ons for it, like the case it goes in and stuff like that. So, and I still got a good price on it. So I got.
So you bought it through a distributor.
Yeah, I bought the mini. I bought the hard case that goes in. I bought the magnets and the suction cups that go on the case because I have it. It's got the suction cups that you pump up, and I have it stuck in the ceiling of my F-350 on the big moonroof where it's got clear view all the time. And I have a Ethernet cord hooked to it so I can put it in my laptop. So when we do the show, if I have to like that, and it's got a 12 volt that plugs in. It is, what is it? 100 gigabytes a month for $50. I run it 24/7. It's on. If I'm in a truck, it is on and hooked to my phone. Okay. And the first bill I got for usage was like 48 gigabytes. Didn't even use half. And it's running all my apps as far as my loads, my ELD, my maps, trucker, everything's running on it. And it means, so it's sucking juice, the data, but yeah, but it's $50.
And what was the initial cost when you went out and bought everything you
About
needed?
less than 400.
Okay.
The actual unit itself was like $249. And then it was like $80 for the case, and then another 20 or 30 for the magnets and cups. And
Do they make truck mounted antennas so you can mount it
you
somewhere
can
on
make
the
it mounted
truck
on
permanently
like
and
if
then
you
just
put the
coax it?
post like a metal post in the back, like you used to use satellite TV and stuff. They got mounts for
Well,
that.
most of the trucks today are fiberglass, all the
Well, yeah,
tops and everything
they
is.
put that, like you used to be able to mount a pipe or whatever on the back of your truck, whether they bolted it to the truck or hooked it to your grab handle back there. It just needs clear view of the sky. Can't have nothing over top of it. So when you pull into the fuel
So
island,
you got to take it all the way to the top.
yeah, when you pull in the fuel island, you better whatever you got to do before you pull underneath the canopy because it's not going to work.
And the same thing with, it's like my satellite radio. It won't work when I go underneath
pretty much exactly.
the canopies,
Well,
right?
it is a satellite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll tell you what,
Bill,
it really surprises me as good as it does work because like when I talk to you sometimes, I don't have cell phone signal and I can Wi-Fi call about anywhere. So yeah.
Now, Bill, you've probably talked about this on your other shows. What have you heard about any of this so far? Has any of them ever tried it or?
Nobody on any of my shows, but there is a guy on another show that I'm not a part of that relies on it, and he's one of the most prolific Linux podcasters. He's got he calls his whole thing Jupiter Broadcasting. He makes a show called Linux Unplugged, and he basically lives in an RV all year round. And so when he got Starlink, it was game changer for him because he'd been relying on 4G LTE and all that for years. Now he's got Starlink, and from day one, I mean, I think he got in on when the service first started and you had to be like invited or something like that. And he's had nothing but good things to say about it. I think the only time he's ever said there was a problem was if he was somewhere really kind of remote with a lot of trees blocking the
it's got to have a clear view of the sky. I mean, but anywhere you got a clear view, I mean, it pretty much will lock on.
Well, I went and bought one of those stupid TikTok hotspots, and that's right here is what I'm using, and I'm running it, and it basically Bluetooth basically to my phone and uses my phone data, but it doesn't use my hotspot data, and I've had it for 3 weeks now, and it powers my TV and my tablet back here all the time, and I don't have to use my phone. So I've been fairly happy with it. It's not perfect. There's a few times it's a little sketchy, but
well, what I like about mine is, like I said, I can plug a hardwire Ethernet cord right to it, and I mean, you know how it is for us trying to do stuff and not have it lag or skip or pixelate and stuff, and It works great.
Well, here's kind of my thought. I'm actually thinking about getting one and putting it in the truck, and then I plan on retiring in another year or two. Maybe just taking it home and getting rid of what I have at home because I pay a little bit more at home, and then just use it completely as a home mount for my internet, even if I come off the road, if I can
Yeah.
get it cheap enough. So,
Yep.
and then if
Cool.
I ever move, I can just take it with me. So,
Well, that's why I like it's mobile, the one I got. So I mean, then they have
yeah.
actual home ones too.
Well, I would probably buy the RV one. That's basically what yours is, isn't it?
Yeah, just the mobile. Yeah, you can hook it to whatever. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so
Well,
cool.
you can suction cup it or the magnets. I got both.
Is there anything else out there, Bill, that's new or
Comparable.
working that's terrible or is cheaper? Or...
I mean, there is stuff out there, but it's mostly 5G, 4G. You know, the cell phone towers. There's a couple. We interviewed a guy, and I've got his card somewhere here. We interviewed a guy, not at the last truck show, but the one 2023.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
the
last
that
year.
brought us
Yeah.
that box or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what this thing is. It's just a cheap version of that.
but it would connect to any carrier, which was kind of nice. It would just choose whichever one was
Was
the strongest,
Yeah.
and then it would give you Wi-Fi or Ethernet, which that can be useful.
At the show, what we had 4 things on it, or we had 4 things on it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Inside the building there.
I mean, it was struggling a little bit because we were inside the building.
And there was
not-
how many people in there trying to use it too. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
just
that's
us on
another
that
thing.
one box either. So,
Yeah.
but well, when I
So-
looked up this one, I got spammed with all different kinds of other companies that pretty much did the same thing, and I can't remember the name of any of them, but I mean, there was probably 3 or 4 more that was comparable, just different pricing and how much data they would give you and stuff. So, and the cost for the equipment. So
Cool.
we're getting.
So what else is going on this week? Anything exciting going on this week with you, Steve? I know you're going to bring your motorcycle back up north, and
I lost the title to a trailer. I gotta go apply for a new title. I've looked. It's one of them. When you get it, you're like, okay, I'm gonna put it here so I don't lose it, and I don't
then you
remember.
forget
I don't
where
remember
here
what
is.
here is.
I do that in this truck. I'll set something down, and I'm like,
No,
man, I know I had something in there.
The worst thing is I used to be able to blame it on people because it wasn't me because there's somebody else around. And,
But it was you all along. But it was just
well,
fun blaming it
I
on
mean,
somebody
when
else.
when I was married, I could set something down on a table and go to the bathroom, come back, and it's gone. And I'm like, and I would always second guess myself. Did I set it there? Where did I put that?
Did you see the video where the guy set the bowl out there and he goes and gets the cereal and the wife puts the bowl away and he sets the cereal down and then she puts the cereal away. So he walks over there with the milk and just pours it all over the counter. It's like,
I need to do that because, well, okay, when I was married, I got a piece of apple pie out of the pan, put it on the plate, put it in the microwave, heated it up, pulled it out, and it was too hot. So I left it sit on the counter, went to use the bathroom, come back, and it was gone. And I said, where did my pie go? Oh, I didn't think you wanted it. I threw it away. I said, it was still fucking hot. Oh, I mean, and it was,
okay.
it was
Okay.
bad. It
5
was
second
bad.
rule. 5 second rule.
Oh, pull it out of the trash? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If it was face down in the trash, this fat bastard.
If you got to pick up a couple ants, hey, that's just fair game.
Well, a little coffee ground, a couple ants. Hey, at least you can get the ice cream out and put it on there when it's hot, and it makes it
Oh yeah.
a la mode, you know.
But she was OCD as shit, as far as picking stuff up and cleaning stuff. And I could come in the house and kick my boots off at the door, so I didn't track through the house, run in, use the bathroom, come back, and my boots would be gone.
Yeah, she done put them in the garage.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm going right back
where the
out.
hell are my boots? Yeah.
And then she bitches you. Why don't you put nothing away?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Ladies, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have used that voice.
Oh
but-
no, I think I I think I missed a bullet on that one.
Well, I think we're about time to wrap it up here.
Yeah, we're getting there. Where
That's
you boys
good because
heading next week?
No idea.
I'm
No
going down.
idea.
I'm going. Bill ain't even done with this week. He had to.
You got to go and hook your trailer today still.
Yeah, get my stuff out of the truck. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I'm on my way down to just south of Dyersburg, Tennessee, and then I assume I'll probably get a load back up to Fort Wayne, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's been the fun part for me is finding the loads back. It's just been hit and miss and up and down, and sometimes it works out great, and some other times I don't understand these load boards when they'll say, "Well, we can't give you the load. You haven't hauled enough loads yet." Well, how am I going to haul loads if you're not going to give them to me?
Yeah, that's
It's just stupid.
it's
So.
crazy. So, well, Bill, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Blow us out of here where you can find us. And
Well,
I'm getting hot in here. I got to turn the air conditioner back on. Sun's beating down. It's starting to warm
Yeah.
up here.
like we said in the beginning, hit us up on the socials. We're everywhere. If you want to email the show at 3ftpodcast.org. We will be back next week. Until then, I'm Bill.
And this is your old buddy Dave on the road, rolling down the highway, lost, but.
And Steve, not at Dave's house this week. Have a safe one. Thanks for stopping by.